what it was. So there was no approval to this effect, right? Up to now.
With
Yes or no? Don't take us through. If the approval is not there, it's not there.
yes,
So do you have the approval up to now or you don't?
we don't have.
You don't have.
Yes.
So you spend money meant for other things, CPA.
Chairman, before that,
Yes.
allow me.
Yes,
Let's know from the Professor Mugede. If he is the one who was there at that time, because he's talking of we were undone, we were told. So let's know if he's the one who was in charge at that time. And from there, you can take it from that angle, because if he was the one who was there, it may be a little bit different from if it was somebody else. For he knows very well that there's, money cannot be spent through the word of mouth. There must be a written authority. And that's why somebody must be responsible. And, you know, in this kind of a scenario, one can even be charged himself to fund that money personally, for he spent the money without authority. Or was he the one who was there or not?
Chair and the members, yes, I'm the one who was there. I was the one who was there. I was the principal there.
who committed this illegality, right? Please respond to Honorable Attorney General.
Word of mouth, that's what we're asking you. You know very well that you cannot use money without authority, written authority.
We got it as a petition from the ministry.
Yes, Chancellor, don't take us through circles.
You got it.
The money was for CBA, collective bargain agreement. True or false? Vice VC, true or false?
That's true.
Yeah, then you use the money for other things. So the procedure is you needed approval from where money is coming from. Because that would mean the vote that was, this money was intended to go, will suffer and suffer. You haven't told us what happened to the CPA. Okay? So that is why you needed approval. And that is why in financial prudence, we must follow the law. Imagine if everyone were to operate like you, we would not have a country. Because you will wake up tomorrow and do what you want to do. You will wake up and take money for salaries for your lecturers and go and buy dogs and put at the gate. Okay? Yeah.
Prof, are you saying I give you, you're not getting the question?
So we flag you for excessively being incompetent
And abuse of office.
and abuse of office. You know what that means? The consequence of that? Visi, you know the consequence of that?
The consequence of abuse of office.
Yes, and incompetence.
Yes, I know.
What is it?
If yeah, that's okay. I understand.
How do you understand it? That charge?
You see, you've stated I'm incompetent.
How do you understand the charge?
Mr. Chairman, you have stated I'm incompetent.
Yes. After saying you're incompetent, what follows?
I don't know what follows.
You don't?
Chairman, the professor is the lecturer. They are the one who are making our students who are coming out to the public. Yes. And we are trying to ask him, now as a lecturer, we are trying to ask a teacher, I mean, lecturer is a teacher. He has wanted this. We ask you, do you know the meaning of being incompetent and abuse of office, and you are telling us that.
Yeah, but Mr. Chairman, I don't agree that I'm incompetent.
Yeah, that must be.
Yeah. So
The committee finds you incompetent.
if you want us to pursue that, then we can, but I don't agree I'm incompetent.
Okay then, Chairman, if you allow me, then how did you spend the money without authority and without written authority, yet you know it was for CBA, and you diverted it to other functions?
We didn't have any CB that you are paying. That's what I wanted to explain.
Did you write to the minister to tell them that you have money which has been sent to you wrongly, and you don't have CBA to pay, and then they give you authority to spend that money in any other way, or they call the money back?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, is the ministry that did that out of their own violation. They even called us for a meeting because we didn't have CBA to pay, but they gave us that money for some specific issues that we needed to do.
You are a manager, okay? Don't make it worse. That money came for CBN, and you decided to reappropriate the money without authority. That speaks to incompetence and abuse of office. You have no such power to change the intention, the purpose for which money is meant to any other vote without authority. So of that, we charge you for incompetence and abuse of office. Remember, this has come from the audit, okay? We are not pulling charges from nowhere here. It was flagged by the auditor, and it is so ordered. Next.
And before that, Chairman, what about the finance officer? Because the finance officer must have participated in authorizing, directing, and doing everything as pertains to spending of the finances of the institution.
Yes, finance.
The members, I have already certified the certificate. At the bottom there, and I think, yes, I can see there are some alterations, but that's how the certificate came.
Does it bother you?
I think what is most important is the fact that the project is complete.
No. For us, that's not what is important. What is important is that law, the rule of law, procedures, rules were followed to the letter. Banavisi, that's what is important to us. And now this opens this will have to open our eyes. Because 2022 amended to 2024, then we will start asking ourselves why. So this certificate was written in 2022, where the auditor says it was not ready yet. But a certificate was procured for that purpose. Then it was moved to 2024. We will want to know why. Was there any variation on this? And if yes, how much?
There wasn't any variation, Chair. I think the only challenge we had was with the contractor, who could not be able to finish the work, which then subsequently.
Bonavisi,
Yes.
why would you say 2022 then change the completion certificate to 2024? Those are 2 years. Auditor, you didn't pick this.
Chair, as at the time of audit, it was not there.
No, but the documentation.
Lawfulness and effectiveness in the use of public resources from the auditor. You find that this contract was extended a number of times, and it raises a number of questions. Was this extensions within the required period, or was it done after the contract had expired?
Yes.
And after that one?
And were they approved?
Were they approved? Is there any minute from the council? Or could it be professors running this institution as personal property? Because if you look at it, you find it's very
Yes,
interesting.
Prof,
that,
please respond.
Chair, we want to confirm that all the approvals, all the extensions were done properly, procedurally, and approved by the necessary authority.
Honorable members, the committee directs that you provide all documentation with regard to this, from advertisement to the certificate of completion, and come with the contractor, come with the project manager, come with every other person related with this project in 2 weeks. You understand what we're talking about? Every documentation, vouchers, invoices, anything, extension request. Then we will pronounce ourselves whether we go the forensic audit way on this or not. How much was the project? Vinci, how much was the project?
It was 39, Chair, it was 39.9 million.
That was the value
Yes,
in the BQ.
yes.
Okay. You provide every documentation of that. In 2 weeks, you reappear. Next, auditor.
Chairman, also the method of changing one contractor to the another one, because you can see that the original contractor was switched to the new one. So how was the first contractor?
Yes, Banavisi come with every documentation, including the
Chair and the members, as you know, the university primarily gets a support from the exchequer. And as you know, we've in the university sector, we've been going through a very difficult stretch because of
now, those are
yes.
those are stories.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go to the issues.
So what I'm going to say is that the University of Embu is one of the very few universities that is able to manage its resources, and we are operating with no pending bills. We owe no contractor any or supplier any money. We have been able to pay our salaries. We have been able to pay.
That is a good story,
Yes.
Banavisi, but 70% is too high.
It is too high, Mr. Chairman. I know the law says, but
Have you done establishment, payroll, review? Yeah.
yes. And Chair, what if you look in the preceding years, that figure is coming down. We come from 70 to 68. Now we are at 55. So we are moving. We are moving towards compliance.
You're at 55.
Now we are at 55.
Auditor, is that the case?
Yes.
Okay, auditor, you monitor and report. But, Banabisi, we are concerned. We don't want any other university to go the route of Moi, to go the route of Tuk. We are concerned. At the point in time, and next.
The second one is unsettled, pending bill, unsettled liabilities.
Prosecute. Have we discussed it?
Not yet. This one has not been discussed.
Please prosecute. But you have indicated that it is addressed.
In subsequent years.
Yes.
Yes.
So another thing, Principal, we've agreed as a committee, and therefore as a National Assembly, that you are required to operate within the timelines as set out in the Constitution, that you will not allow any late submissions of documentation, that you will finish everything within the framework of audit, as it were. So henceforth, We will not entertain the issue of, oh, now they have brought the issues we've addressed, now we have document. No, we will not. And we've agreed with the Auditor General that once the audit closes, there will be no engagement between you and the auditor. We meet here, right? Sawa Bwana Visi?
Yes, Chair, I hear you very well. Thank you.
Okay, next.
The next issue is unapproved.
Your expenditures upwards with no regard to, without seeking for approval. Vice Chancellor, Embu, University of Embu. And you see, if we cannot tame this behavior, it is dangerous. That the Vice Chancellor decides how much to spend and how much not to spend without approval. Yes, respond.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, and the members. This over expenditure came about towards the end of the year. As you know, we run an institution where we are having students, and therefore they must defend when they need to defend. But moving forward, Chair.
We are not moving forward. We are auditing this specific year in question. What have we seen? Yeah, don't advise us to move. We are not body. Yeah. Why did you spend money without approval? Of course, you know what is required. If a need has occurred and you didn't budget or you had under budgeted, you know what to do, don't you?
Yes, Chair.
Did you?
But as I've indicated, it's really the food prices at the.
Did you seek approval? And you know, these laws are there to deter such behavior. But ABC, you can imagine if everyone were to operate the way you operate. Honorable members,
Chairman, we agree with me that the professor knows well that he is around only to spend 10% or less. We want to do anything which exceeds the budget. That's the law. At the moment it goes beyond that one, he must have consulted and seek approval. When I suggested earlier that he runs this university as a person of property, possibly you people could have taken it for granted. But when you go stage by stage, you find that there was no approval. Another stage, no approval. So just do things the way you wish. And that's where this committee should refer to all the professors, all the vice chancellors who come to this idea of just spending money the way they want. Because at the end of the day, these institutions of ours corrupt. And there is that law, Chairman, which says that a person who goes beyond what is provided for shouldn't be charged to pay personally to remunerate the government. There's that provision. Section 18.
yes.
It states that you must be charged for spending the money without authority. You should not watch these things under the carpet.
Amicus, Treasury.
Thank you, Chair.
Inadequate disbursement from the Exchequer. This was a project that was funded by the government of Kenya, but the disbursements have been very, very minimal. So that is what has delayed, that is what has caused the delay. And also sometimes money is budgeted, development money is budgeted, but then it is also cut when we have supplementary budgets. And also, Mr. Chairman, also COVID-19 pandemic also contributed to that delay.
Yes, honorable members, clerk, put this question among the questions you direct to the CS and